Can we just start off by saying Pokkén burst attacks are awesome? Like, every single one of them. You've got all these different types. You've got Croagunk being silly, Suicune being graceful, Scizor being badass, and Shandy being sinister. Things like that really reflect the character's personality, which I really like in Pokkén. Pokkén just has great supers. I didn't really... This is all ad-libbing, so I'm gonna get to what I want to talk about. I've been asking around the community, mostly the Australian, Singapore part of the community, but I've been asking around. And I've been asking what people's favourite burst attacks are. And before I get into this, I just want to say that every single answer I got for this idea, every single answer was different, even from my own, including my own. No two answers were the same. There were secondary answers, like people's second favorites, that were the same, but when it come to the primary favorites and their reasoning for it, no one was similar. And that goes to say, like, words. Goes to say words. That goes to say a lot about Pokkén's animation and supers. They're great. So, without further ado, I don't really know how to further stretch this out. Let's just get into it, shall we? So in asking a few people about this, the first answer I got back was Singapore's Enigma. Enigma responded by saying this is actually a common topic between her and her siblings over which burst attack is the best. Enigma specifically says that Shandy is her favourite purely because it looks like your soul is being deleted, end quote. She also mentions that Guards is great, she likes Breaksons, and Suicune's is really cool. No pun intended. She said that, not me. The next answer I got was Ryan Nitera, also from Singapore. He says that his favourite is Aegislash, which is basically, he loves the flashiness of it, and I'm going to read what he said because I like it. Have you ever imagined a sword that just extends far enough to reach anything you want? Well, that's Aegislash with the sparkly crystals. The only other thing to contest this is seeing multiple gunks in any given frame. So yeah, Aegislash and gunk. Third was my son / boy / Australia's best, Antwerp. Ant says his favourite is Gengar because he just completely consumes an already helpless opponent and it's awesome. Saying that out loud is terrifying. He also says that Suicune is a close second simply for how gorgeous it looks. The final person I asked was America's Ash Greninja. He specifically said that Croagunk's is that much of a joke, it's so enjoyable. And being on the receiving end makes you feel silly. Along with that, he also mentioned specifically, and I completely agree, you can't go wrong with the Gunk Salute. It's iconic. So jumping from Curious Cat, I also asked Sir Banana which one of the burst animations was his favourite, to which he said Darkrai's. He says it purely because it shows the overpowered nature of Darkrai when you get dragged into his nightmare, and basically says that the smashing down of the opponent at the very end is super satisfying to watch. It also mentions that it's his favourite, it's his most watched animation. My personal favourite burst attack is Scizor's. It's completely fast paced and I love that kind of stuff in anything. And that last hit is super satisfying to watch with that kind of single hit but complete destruction. My second favourite would have to be Mewtwo's as well, going off of that single hit destruction as it's one punch as we call it. But I don't know what the combo counter gets to. I love that kind of stuff. Even if it's not realistic, the fact that you get over 1,000 hits, but the opponent doesn't have that many health points. I just love that kind of thing in any game. And single hit animations are amazing. So in conclusion, the burst attacks in Pokkén are kind of amazing. Every single character has such a good animation and I can't name one that just doesn't hit. They're all so entertaining. Even if you're on the receiving end, at least you're getting a show while you're getting knocked out. So I want to pass the question to anyone who watches this video. What's your favorite burst attack in Pokkén and why? Because I really like seeing people's opinions, and it's also interesting to gauge like how many people prefer silly to for me, like in my example, like really badass, like fast paced, or that single hit kind of thing, or the many different types that Pokkén has. So yeah, leave your answer in the thread below, or whatever you call it on Twitter. Also, just quickly, I kind of want to make this into a series to start up discussion about things other than the metagame in Pokkén. Because while yeah, it's balanced and all that stuff, there's so much more to talk about, and I don't know what to talk about next. So if you've got any ideas, DM them or anything. I think I'll probably do music or stages next, but stay tuned.